Like they were within yards of scoring a winning touchdown and winning the game, basically.
Really?
But we managed to stop them. And it's looking good. I'm feeling good. Russell is our quarterback. He's just an absolute machine. He's almost better than he was when we were winning Super Bowls, because back in the day when we were in the Super Bowls or winning them, we had a sort of offensive line that was solid. So it gave him loads of time, or a decent amount of time to sort of sling it around. Whereas now it's nowhere near as secure. So like pass rush people from the defence will get to him. So he's a good runner though. So what it means is he runs and then he throws a lot of the time. So he's not like a Cam Newton, who's the New England quarterback, who will almost act like a running back. He'll run forward, take a hit or two, or jump over people.
He's a big guy as well.
He's huge,
Cam Newton.
yeah. So he can get away with it. Whereas he's tiny.
Yeah.
For a quarterback, he's really short as well, apparently. So what Russell will do is he will run, but he'll run sideways, and then he'll throw. And what happens is when the quarterback's like scrambling and running, the defense tend to just sort of switch off almost from their wide receivers that they're supposed to be covering, or their tight ends they're supposed to be covering. And sometimes he's throwing it to people, they've just got no one near him, because all the defense are just running at him. It's so amazing. Anyway,
oh man!
So it's a very strange situation. Like in my head, I want our offensive line to sort it out and give him some more time, so he can actually take time and throw it.
Yeah.
And they are better at that than they have been the last couple of years. But some of his best plays are when he's running for his life. So I kind of don't know. It's weird. So I'm feeling good. I am feeling good. Like I wish we'd beaten New England a bit more decisively, considering they don't have Brady anymore. But they got Cam Newton, who's really good. So like it wasn't like they were having a B band like quarterback.
Exactly,
He's a good guy. So I don't feel too bad. I'm feeling confident. I'm feeling good. I feel like we've got playoffs, maybe even Super Bowl potential going forward.
Nice.
Our defense needs to sort ourselves out a little bit, get a bit better. But other than that, I'm feeling good.
In one word, right now, we're going to come back to this in weeks to come, but right now, who's going to win the Super Bowl? One word.
Well, Seahawks, right?
That's 2 words, but I'll let that
go. God, I'm not going to say anybody else. How about you?
Chiefs.
They're so consistent.
I know. I'm sorry. That's a real cop out. It's a real cop out.
No, I see it though. I see it.
Chiefs already are like, they look great. They look really good. Mahomes is like confident as hell. I'm going to go Chiefs again. And I'm going to go Chiefs again, and then they're going to suck for 10 years.
Okay.
I think they're going to just,
they're going to have to, all their players will cost too much. That's just the general. If you win like 2 Super Bowls or whatever, like, you just the people that when their contracts end, they just ask for insane amounts of money.
Yeah.
Your salary caps get screwed. You have to start selling people, and then you just go into this downturn. Unless you're New England and you can somehow
break the universe.
Yeah. Or just have players that willingly take pay cuts because they want to be in your team because they know you win.
Yeah.
Which New England had for a while. Probably still do. Edelman though. New England, the wide receiver Edelman is an absolute beast, and like I always, because everyone would say like he wasn't that good, but it was Brady making him look good.
Yeah,
but he's still nailing it with Cam, and like was an absolute threat the entire game.
Well, I think this is such a telling season because obviously you've got Gronk moving to Tampa Bay with Brady. And he sucked.
He barely
the last couple of games.
touches the ball. Yeah, no, he's not. Brady's not giving him it even, like because he doesn't rely on him.
Yeah, so it's like, whoa, okay. Yeah. So we know Edelman's great, and Gronk may not have been as good as we thought he was. But yeah.
I was always sceptical of the whole Brady Gronk thing, to be honest, because they've been with New England for so long.
Yeah,
they aren't young anymore. They've got to learn a whole new playbook.
That's the thing.
Like
they've made their money. They don't care.
They're on their out. Like, what are Tampa Bay doing? What are they doing? They're never going to amount to anything.
Let's catch up next week, man.
Let's do it. I'm excited.
Let's see how it goes.
Definitely.
Okay, quick. Before the last orders gets called,
yes.
I think we need to take a quick break, get some more booze.
Yeah.
And then we need to speak Premier League.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Cool.
We're back. Okay.
So before the Premiership chat, should we get some booze in.
Let's charge our glasses. Yeah.
So before the episode, you mentioned whether we had any bourbon in the house.
That's right. Yeah, I was scratching the old noggin, thinking, what have we not done? What have we not done yet?
No.
Unless I've made a terrible mistake.
I've done one American whiskey, but it wasn't bourbon. It was a single malt from Illinois, an Illinois distillery.
Few, right?
You got it.
And I think maybe I had one. I've just remembered now. I had one where I was digging right at the back of the cupboard and found a crap old,
like a Henry Winston or something.
Some
yeah,
some old something or other at the back of the cupboard.
Days, yeah.
But I felt today like we needed some bourbon.
I'm with you. I think you're right. We need to represent America a little bit better, and I do have one. This is a special bottling because this is from the. Well, I'll tell you what it is first. It is Gentleman Jack Daniels.
Oh yeah.
I've never had this. I've had Jack Daniels before. I think we all went through that university phase of Jack and Coke.
Oh yeah.
And it was good. I don't really drink it neat, but my brother bought me this when he was in Tennessee. Actually, we're talking about his honeymoon in Tennessee.
Here we go.
He was at the Jack Daniel distillery, did a tour, and he bought me this bottle, and it's actually engraved with my name. Bottled, especially for Greg.
Look at this! Incredible!
There we go. So
that's amazing.
Yeah. So it's pretty cool. And the funny story is with Jack Daniels is that, and it's obviously a gimmick, I'm sure they keep it this way, but the town that the Tennessee, that Jack Daniels is in, is a dry town. So it's illegal to buy alcohol in this town. However, the only place in town you can buy alcohol is the Jack Daniels distillery shop.
Of course.
Everywhere else it's illegal.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure Jack Daniels keep it that way because it kind of sounds like the story. They probably pay the local government a lot of money.
Big payoffs.
Yeah.
Wow. So this is a cork pop essentially. Oh wow.
Yeah. So this is
super lucky. Thank you very much.
There we go.
Thank you.
So I don't know much about Gentleman Jack, to be honest.
Wow. So I mean, with a name like that, it's got to be their director's cut, right? It's sort of swanky.
Well, to be honest, I think it's only one up from the standard bottling of Jack Daniels.
Right.
So it's non-age statement. It's 40% ABV. Nothing particularly crazy about it. It's got that very distinct Jack Daniels smell.
Oh yeah.
For me,
very sweet.
Very sweet, but I get banana.
Yeah.
It's a fruit that for some reason just stuck in my nose especially when I drank it with Coke. It tastes like banana. And I would tell people, and they'd look at me like, you're weird for saying that. Stop talking to me. And
Guildford Wetherspoons at 3:30 a.m.
Yeah, oh yeah. I'm on the pool, I'm talking to the ladies, I'm like, does this taste like banana to you? They're like, get away from me, you weirdo.
What's the nose like?
Yeah, my chat was...
You are completely right. It's more like those little banana sweets, though.
Yeah, fake banana, artificial banana, good shout.
Banana flavouring banana, yeah.
Totally
incredible
agree.
Though. Cheers.
Cheers, mate. There we go.
Oh, there we go.
That is sweet. Oaky.
Yeah.
Super barrely. Wow. Compared to normal Jack Daniels, that's very... So all I can see from the barrel, it says double mellowed, which I would imagine means matured in a fresh barrel twice. I'm just going to assume.
Right.
Like maybe they've changed it from one barrel to another, or they filtered it twice through charcoal, which I'm pretty sure they do.
If I'm going to take this very literally, it is super mellow.
Oh yeah.
So I'll give them that. It's not harsh. It's very sweet, very flavourful, and very mellow. It's super easy.
Super easy.
That's dangerous.
A bit of spice. It is dangerous. I think.
Yeah. I
would say that this. I feel like I would be able to tell that this was Jack Daniels. I'm not the best blind taster in the world, but I do feel like I'd be able to tell this was Jack Daniels. But
honey,
it's a lot more accessible than the standard bottle.
Big time.
It feels like there's less of that acrid we taste, that sort of acrid alcohol-y taste you get with a lot of cheaper whiskeys.
Gasoline sort of.
Yeah. And it's more spice and more barrel and you still get that like artificial banana, honey, sort of cinnamon sweetness.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm enjoying this.
It's a beaut, man.
It's really a beaut.
And I know because Jack Daniels is must be one of the biggest selling whiskies in the world. It's like it often cops a lot of stick for being so popular, as all things do that become popular. But this, like, you know, just judging it purely on the taste is incredible. I'm really enjoying this. Obviously, it's distinctively bourbon. It's like you would never mistake this for a Scotch. It's super American.
Yeah.
But yeah, fantastic.
Yeah.
Top marks so
I'm
far.
with it. I'm trying to look it up a little bit and just get a little bit of idea. It's so they call it the premium version of Jack Daniel's Tennessee whiskey.
Right. So yeah, it's just been aged,
so there we go.
Aged a bit longer or mellowed a bit, you know.
So double mellowing, yeah, it's filtered through charcoal before being filled into the barrel. Both before being filled into the barrel and before it's bottled. Okay, so it gets filtered normally once. A lot of you'll hear a lot of whiskies doing a sort of charcoal filter to get sort of impurities out and stuff. It also stops what's known as Scotch mist, where you put water in and it sort of goes with that. It's almost like you can see it sort of like it's like oil and water. You kind of see it separate before it sort of mixes in. That's called the Scotch mist, and that's like the protein sort of fighting with the water or something like that.
Wow. Okay.
And that filtering process gets rid of it, because when you've got a really popular whiskey and someone's maybe drinking it, they don't know much about whiskey, and they maybe mix it with something, but only a little bit goes in, and they see this sort of like oil slick looking stuff sort of working its way through its whiskey, they can get freaked out and think, what, you know, well, they don't know what it is.
Right, wow.
Because they don't expect it. I don't think I'd be freaked out by that, but apparently that's the idea. So they filter that out. Whereas some people would say that gets rid of some of the flavour. So
wow.
But they charcoal filter it twice. But I feel like I do taste. Maybe there's a taste involved with that. I don't know. Maybe the charcoal's coming through, or maybe it's just the barrel. But I mean,
it definitely tastes nicer. It's definitely more pleasant and worth what I can imagine is more money than your standard bottling. It's like it's clearly nicer, and and to me, it's clearly meant to be drunk on its own.
Yeah,
as maybe with a drop of water or whatever. But like not with Coke, not with a mixer.
I wouldn't. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this, drinking it on its own, and yeah, I wouldn't want to mix it at all. So, good job, Jack Daniels.
Yeah, well done.
Nice one. Gavel down on that one, I think.
Gavel down, yeah, big time. Premier League, mate.
Let's do it.
So,
this is what the real London boys who are listening in, you know who you are.
Dub boys.
You're the Dub boys. You've come for this.
Okay, so we are 2 games in, or we are in the case of City we are.
Yeah, same with Man U.
Oh, second game today. Yeah, of course. So we're starting to see how the league's going to turn out, aren't we, Greg?
We are.
United off to a flyer of a start.
It's important to know that this is a marathon, not a sprint.
Says the tortoise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Man U played 2 games.
That's about all we can say on that, isn't it?
And 2 teams, Crystal Palace and Brighton. Whoa. Public announcement on this one. This is Greg from the podcast. I'm about to drop an absolute clanger. I had yet to see the Brighton game or any of the highlights, and I'm going to try and talk as if I know anything about it, and you'll see disaster ensue. So just going into it, be gentle on me, and yeah. Oh God. Now I'm no Premiership football aficionado, but as far as I'm aware, Crystal Palace and Brighton aren't known to be some of the harder teams to beat in the league. And Man United are supposed to be one of the better teams, and we've lost both games.
No, that's not true. That's not true.
Why is it not true?
You did beat Brighton. But
we beat?
Skin of your teeth.
Oh, of course we did. Sorry. I didn't actually. Here's the clue. I've been cooking today. Adam's come round. He's like, "Have you watched the Man U game before the podcast?" I was like, No, I haven't watched it yet.
He's been
Just
like, I've been slaving over a hot stove all day, making you this incredible meal.
You come around here,
setting up the recording equipment to do the podcast, and all